Ever feel like nailing a job interview is about, like, cracking some secret code? What are they really looking for?
It's like, what's the why behind the question, right? What does your answer say about you, not just the words themselves?
Okay, so we're diving deep into audio production technician interviews today, and we're handing you the code book. We've got a stack of insights from RoleCatcher's career resources, and trust me, this is like next level prep.
Yeah, it's more than just, knowing the tech stuff. It's about showcasing your passion, your problem solving, your ability to adapt, because this field moves fast.
And that's where RoleCatcher's AI really comes in. It analyzes those job descriptions and helps you tailor your answers to, like, really hit those high notes, like having a personal coach, but in your pocket, right?
Absolutely. And you get personalized feedback on your answers so you can, fine tune your delivery and walk in confident. Speaking of confidence, let's jump into some common questions RoleCatcher flagged. First up, describe your experience with audio equipment and software. Sounds simple, but I'm guessing it's not just listing every microphone you've touched.
Right, it's your story time. Instead of listing gear, think about a piece of equipment or software that, like, sparked your interest. What drew you in? Did a specific software open up a creative door for you? Let that enthusiasm out.
I love that. Painting a picture, not just like a spec sheet. Now, RoleCatcher also flagged, how do you ensure the quality of audio recordings? So many factors, microphone placement to post-production. How do you even answer that?
It is multifaceted, and interviewers know that. They want to see you get it, the whole process. So start basic. Microphone choice, placement, minimizing noise, the fundamentals. Then take it up a notch. Talk techniques. Compression, equalization, maybe a time you got creative to solve a recording problem, showing that attention to detail, that pristine audio dedication. Okay, here's one about teamwork. How do you collaborate with other departments on a production team? Communication's got to be key in those live events. High pressure.
Absolutely. Teamwork showcase. They want to know you're not just tech skilled, but a team player. Think of a project that needed tight coordination. Did you adapt to a last-minute change? Specific communication tools or strategies to keep everyone on the same page. Those are the stories that matter.
Right, because anyone can say team player, but back it up. Okay, curveball time. Have you ever had to troubleshoot a technical issue during a live event? Feels like this job, unexpected problems.
Oh, it's a given. Equipment fails, cues get missed, live setting, expect the unexpected. They want to hear your thought process when chaos hits. So walk them through it. Immediate steps. Out-of-the-box workaround. How'd you communicate under pressure? Problem solver time.
That composure, that on-the-fly thinking, that's gold. This next one's interesting. How do you stay up to date with emerging audio technologies and trends? I can barely keep up with software updates, let alone the whole industry.
Fast-paced world, but that's the fun. This shows your curiosity, your commitment to learning. Don't just list magazines or websites. Talk about a tech development that genuinely excites you. Spatial audio, AI mixing, and tie it back to your journey. Courses, workshops, personal projects. That's commitment.
It's that drive, that passion for pushing boundaries. Okay, this one caught my eye. How do you ensure the safety of yourself and others when working with audio equipment? Reminder that it's not just about great sound, but a safe environment.
100%. Safety first, and go beyond just mentioning, ear protection. Talk protocols, cable management, securing equipment stands. Maybe you've advocated for a safer environment or encouraged a colleague to follow guidelines. Shows you're proactive.
Being a responsible professional, not just a sound whiz. Okay, this one's like asking for a superhero origin story. Can you provide an example of a project where you went above and beyond for a client?
A little bit, right. They want to see that dedication. Think about a time you faced a real obstacle, a demanding request, worked late to make sure a band's sound check was flawless, creative solution for a last-minute venue change. Show that you're invested in those exceptional results.
Problem solving and dedication. This next one, the struggle. How do you manage your time and prioritize tasks when you're juggling multiple projects or facing unexpected deadlines? Universal, but even more so in this field.
For sure. It's about organization, staying calm, share your strategies, project management tools, color-coded spreadsheets, whatever works. Show them you have systems, that even when things get crazy, you've got this.
Systems keep us sane, right? Okay, how about this? Can you describe a time you had to work with a difficult artist or band? Less about the difficult, more about your diplomacy, I'm thinking.
Exactly. Interpersonal skills, handling personalities, stay professional, focus on the positive, don't dwell on the difficult. Talk about how you adapted your communication, found common ground, show you can work effectively even when it's not easy.
Grace and professionalism, so essential in this world. Okay, time for the one everyone dreads a little. What are your salary expectations? Awkward to talk money, but it's part of the game.
It's a dance, for sure, but be prepared. Know your worth. RoleCatcher has some great resources on this, by the way. Research that typical salary range, location, experience, all that.
Don't go in blind. Right.
Right, and when they ask, have a range, not a fixed number. Gives you some wiggle room.
Whittle room for negotiation.
Exactly. And be ready to justify that range. Your skills, your experience, the value you bring, confidence is key.
Confidence is key. Okay, let's shift gears. What are your career goals? It's one thing to want a job, another to have that bigger vision.
Shows ambition. You don't need a 5-year plan, but show them you're thinking ahead. How does this role fit into your larger goals?
And that you've done your homework on the company itself.
100%. What's their work like? Do they promote from within? Connect the dots? Your aspirations, what they offer?
Okay, self-awareness time. What are your strengths and weaknesses as an audio production technician? Tooting your own horn without sounding, well, arrogant. But also, addressing weaknesses without tanking your chances.
It's a balance for sure. For strengths, keep it relevant. Technical skills, problem solving, teamwork, grace under pressure, those are winners. Weaknesses. Something you're genuinely working on. Not the cliche perfectionist, but a specific skill you're developing or a challenge you're tackling. Taking a mixing course, using new organizational tools.
Self-awareness and that commitment to growth, employers love that. Now that classic, why should we hire you? The ultimate elevator pitch.
It is. Your chance to sum up why you're the perfect fit for this role, this company. Don't just repeat your resume. Connect those dots. Relevant skills, experiences, yes, but also passion, work ethic, that alignment with their culture. Make them see you as an asset.
Selling yourself, but genuinely, okay, this one's getting more common. What is your experience with specific audio software or technology? Keeping up with tools is a full-time job these days.
It is, and that's the point. Your commitment to staying current. Be honest. If you're proficient, awesome. Share projects, challenges, techniques. But if you're not as familiar, don't panic. Show your willingness to learn.
Turning a negative into a positive, adaptability, that drive to expand your skill set.
Exactly. While I haven't worked extensively with that software yet, I've been following its development, eager to learn more. Maybe even mention tutorials you've watched, forums you've read.
Initiative. Okay, this one's more philosophical. Why are you passionate about audio production? Getting to the heart of what makes you tick.
Let your enthusiasm shine. What is it about sound, music, creating those audio experiences that excites you? Evoking emotions, the technical challenge, the collaborative aspect. Let it all out.
It's about more than a paycheck. It's love for the craft. Okay, this one might seem odd. What are your hobbies and interests outside of work? Getting to know you as a person.
Exactly. Are you well-rounded, passionate about things beyond work? Share those hobbies. You never know what might resonate with the interviewer.
Building rapport, that human connection. Okay, and lastly, this one feels like a bit of a trap. Tell me about a time you failed, trying to catch you off guard.
It can feel that way, but it's about handling setbacks, learning, and growing.
So, not pretending you're perfect, but owning it.
Yes. Choose a specific example where things went wrong and then walk them through it. What did you learn? How did you apply those lessons to the future?
Turning a negative into a positive learning experience. Okay, now we're getting towards the end of the interview, and they ask, if you have any questions for me. The ball's in your court.
Show them you're truly interested. No generic questions with answers on their website. Come prepared with thoughtful questions that show you've done your homework, that you're curious about the work environment, the company culture, the challenges of the role.
Turning the tables. It's your chance to interview them a bit.
Exactly. It shows you're engaged, proactive.
Okay, we've covered a lot, no. But before we wrap up, let's circle back to RoleCatcher's AI and how it can help prep for all these questions.
Game changer. It's not generic advice. It's analyzing the specific job description, helping you tailor those answers.
So it's like a personal coach who's done their homework on the company, the role, everything.
Exactly. Identifies keywords, analyzes company culture, even gives personalized feedback.
Amazing. Like a secret weapon.
And they have a video practice feature. Record yourself answering questions, get feedback on your delivery, your body language.
Next level. Okay, so you've used RoleCatcher, you've practiced, you're feeling good. What are some additional tips to really nail that interview, land that dream audio production job? It's about, like, more than just skills, right? It's that whole package.
It is. It's about showing them you're not just, looking for any job, but that you're thinking about your future in this field.
And doing your research on the company itself. Like, have you looked at their work? Do they have a reputation for, like, promoting from within, that kind of thing.
Exactly. Connect those dots for them. Show them how your goals and their company, they kind of line up.
Okay, now for the one that always trips me up. What are your strengths and weaknesses as an audio production technician? I mean, how do you toot your own horn without sounding like a jerk, but also, like, acknowledge your weaknesses without totally bombing the interview?
Right. It's a delicate balance. For strengths, think about the qualities that really matter in this role. Technical skills, problem solving, teamwork, staying calm under pressure. Those are all good ones. And when it comes to weaknesses, pick something you're actually working on improving, not just, oh, I'm a perfectionist, but something specific, like maybe you're taking a course to improve your mixing skills, or you're using a new project management tool to get better organized.
It shows that you're self-aware, that you're always trying to learn and grow, which is huge. Okay, this next one always feels like the big one. Why should we hire you? It's like, give us your best shot right here, right now.
It's the ultimate elevator pitch. This is where you bring it all together. Don't just repeat your resume, connect the dots, highlight those key skills and experiences, but also emphasize your passion, your work ethic, and how well you'd fit in with their company culture. Make them see you as someone who's going to add value to their team.
Totally. It's about selling yourself, but in a genuine way. Okay, now this question is becoming more and more common. What is your experience with specific audio software or technology? And it feels like the technology is changing so fast these days.
It is. This question is all about staying current. Be honest about your experience level. If you're a pro with that specific software, great. Share projects you've used it on, challenges you've overcome, even advanced techniques you've mastered. But if you're not as familiar with it, don't freak out. Use it as an opportunity to show them you're eager to learn new things.
Turn it into a positive.
Yeah.
Show them you're adaptable, that you're always willing to expand your skill set.
Yeah. Exactly. You could say something like, I haven't had a chance to work extensively with that particular software, but I've been keeping up with its development, and I'm really excited to dive in and learn more. You could even mention any steps you've already taken, like watching tutorials or reading up on it online.
It shows initiative, which is awesome. Okay, this next one feels, I don't know, almost deeper. Why are you passionate about audio production? It's like they want to know what makes you tick,
Let your passion shine through. What is it about sound, music, or creating these audio experiences that really gets you excited? Maybe it's the power of sound to evoke emotions, or the technical challenge, or the collaborative nature of working with artists.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, let them feel that energy.
It's about showing them that you're not just there for the paycheck, that you really love what you do. Okay, and then sometimes they'll hit you with this. What are your hobbies and interests outside of work? And it's like, wait, are we talking about my stamp collection now?
Right. It's about seeing if you're, a well-rounded person. Don't be afraid to share your hobbies, even if they don't seem directly related to audio production. You never know. You might just find some common ground with the interviewer.
Could be a great way to build rapport. Okay, now for a question that I always find a little unnerving. Tell me about a time you failed. It feels like they're trying to trick you.
It can feel that way, but they really want to see how you handle setbacks, how you learn from your mistakes.
Not that you've never messed up, but how you've grown from those experiences.
Right. So pick a specific example where things didn't go as planned and talk about what you learned from it. What did you do differently next time? How did it make you a better audio professional?
It's about turning a negative into a positive. Okay, so we're nearing the end of the interview, and they ask, do you have any questions for me? It's like they're handing you the microphone.
This is your chance to show them you're truly interested in the role, in the company. Don't just ask those generic questions that you could easily find on their website. Come prepared with some thoughtful questions that show you've done your research, that you're curious about the company culture, the work environment, even the challenges of the role.
It's almost like you're interviewing them a little bit.
Exactly. It shows that you're engaged, that you're proactive, and it helps you decide if this is the right fit for you too.
Okay, we've covered a ton of ground, but before we move on to some final tips, I wanted to circle back to RoleCatcher's AI and how helpful it can be when you're prepping for all these questions.
It's amazing. It's not just giving you generic advice, it's analyzing the actual job description and helping you tailor your answers so that they really resonate.
So it's like having a personal interview coach who's done their research on the specific role and company you're interviewing with.
Exactly. It's identifying keywords, analyzing the company's culture, even giving you feedback on your answers so you can fine-tune your delivery.
That's incredible. Talk about a game changer.
And they even have this video practice feature where you can record yourself answering interview questions and get feedback on your delivery and your body language.
That's next level prep right there. Okay, so let's say you've used RoleCatcher's AI, you've practiced your answers, and you're feeling confident and prepared. What are some additional tips that you can share to help our listeners really knock it out of the park and land that dream audio production technician jobs? Like, bring your best self to the table, right?
Yeah. Enthusiasm is huge, you know? If you love audio, let it show. And those soft skills we talked about, being a team player, being adaptable, handling the pressure that comes through in your attitude, how you answer even the techie questions.
It's so true. It's like they say you're interviewing even when you're not.
Yeah.
From the moment you walk in the door to the moment you leave.
Right. Be on time, be prepared, be professional, but be yourself. Let your personality come through, and don't be afraid to show you're excited about the opportunity.
Because at the end of the day, they're hiring a person, not just a list of skills.
Exactly. Someone they're going to be working with, side by side, maybe even having a few laughs with. Fit matters, and sometimes that comes down to that human connection.
So important. Now, we've talked about the technical stuff, the interview questions, but what about the bigger picture? Career path stuff. The RoleCatcher Guide talked about growth opportunities for audio production technicians.
Yeah.
Anything stand out to you?
You know, the sound engineer path is a really interesting one. It feels like a natural progression, building on those skills you learn as a technician.
So like going from managing the equipment to shaping the sound of a whole performance or a recording session.
Exactly. And from there, you might specialize even further. Live sound, studio recording, maybe even branching out into things like broadcast audio or sound design for film and video games.
Wow, so many possibilities. It's like not just a job, but a gateway to a whole world of creativity and technology.
Right. And the guide stresses that continuous learning is key. This industry is always evolving. New technologies, new skills, staying curious. That's how you thrive.
It's a career that rewards that thirst for knowledge, that passion for pushing boundaries. Love that.
Absolutely. And don't underestimate the power of networking. Going to industry events, connecting with other audio folks, building those relationships, it can open doors.
It's about finding your people, those who share your passion.
Exactly. And RoleCatcher can actually help with that too. Their platform has features for networking, finding mentors, all sorts of things to help you connect with the audio community.
Amazing, like having a whole support system right there in your pocket. Well, I think we've given our listeners everything they need to totally rock those interviews and launch those audio production careers. Any final words of wisdom for aspiring audio pros out there?
Just this. Believe in yourself, stay curious, and never stop exploring the power of sound. It's a rewarding field, and with passion and hard work, you can do incredible things.
And don't forget, RoleCatcher's got your back with insights, resources, and AI-powered tools to help you stand out. So go out there, make some magic happen, and most importantly, have fun. Who knows, maybe we'll be seeing your name in the credits of a big-time production someday.
And when you do, don't forget to give a shout out to your favorite podcast hosts.
We'll be here cheering you on every step of the way.